And right now, heroin is currently listed by the DEA as a Schedule 1 narcotic, which means that heroin has no accepted medical uses, even though it was once marketed by Bayer Pharmaceutical as a treatment for tuberculosis, and ironically, a remedy for morphine addiction. But Oxycontin, on the other hand, is listed as a Schedule 2 narcotic because it has a medical use for pain. But I would argue that Oxycontin has more potential for abuse over heroin, which it does, and that's why Purdue Pharma was forced to redesign Oxycontin pills so they couldn't be crushed and snorted or dissolved and injected. But then again, patients probably assumed that injecting Oxycontin was safe because their doctor told them that less than 1% get addicted. Now, with heroin being so illegal, addicts are forced to buy it from the black market, which is severely unregulated and the main reason behind all the opioid deaths. Because even if what you are buying is heroin, we still have no clue the strength or purity of that drug. And that's a major problem in itself. And more recently, when addicts think they are buying heroin, most of the time it's something far more dangerous and cheaper to produce, like fentanyl. The truth is, if the US government started a legalized heroin program and safe injection sites, not only would that ruin the drug cartel's revenue streams and promptly cut down on the overdose deaths, but drug addicts could get information about treatment options like Suboxone meds when they talk to a doctor while getting their prescription heroin. You know, just like when other patients go and get their highly addicted prescriptions filled, like Xanax or Valium, or America's new favorite drug for getting shit done, Adderall. This process in the medical community is called making an informed decision about your care, and it's a mainstay of our healthcare industry. It's offered to every disease and sickness out there except for drug addicts and the mentally ill. But without the information of all the different treatment options out there, drug addicts and the mentally ill could spend a lifetime of misery never knowing help is available. And I realize some people will be angered by my suggestion that the US should legalize heroin. But highly addictive drugs like heroin and crystal meth are already legal in the US with a prescription. For example, Adderall, prescribed to over 16 million Americans, is crystal meth in pill form. Don't believe you're giving your kids meth before school? Well, here's both the chemical structure for Adderall and meth. See, Adderall is just one methyl group away from being straight meth. Even Dr. Carl Hart, professor of neuroscience and psychology at Columbia University, explained the only major difference between crystal meth and Adderall is the public's perception of the two. And the same thing can be said for Oxycontin and heroin. Yes, different chemical structures, but one we see as a pain medication that mum takes, and the other is a drug that dirty junkies use and should be punished for liking its euphoric effects. But they're literally the same fucking thing. It's maddening.